Hello, everyone. Welcome to the One Conscious Love Network. I'm here with Cassandra. We met on Facebook, and you know how people always say Facebook is so terrible, social media is so terrible. Cassandra is proof that social media can be incredible. I'm so glad that it brought us together. So please, with that, introduce yourself and tell everyone, how do you shed your light in the world?
Well, hello. And thank you so much, Melanie, for having me on your podcast. I think it's a fantastic network of people, and I'm really excited to join in. So, as far as how do I share my light? Well, I definitely think that having good thoughts and taking care of your personal energy is a great way to be a good influence. I meditate every morning and I spend time in silence and I listen to myself first. And then when that work is done, I'm ready to approach the world and I offer that kind of resonance, that kind of peace and silence to people that I meet. And I think that when people are calm and relaxed, everyone behaves better and they have a better experience of life. So that's what I feel that I do.
I love that. Yes, that's really beautiful because that's
Thank
definitely, I love how you say you put yourself first. You listen to yourself first. What does that mean?
Well, there are a lot of voices in the world. And if we don't take the time to listen to our own voice, sometimes the voices of others will override us within. So if we take the time to listen to our own voice, our own feelings, our own emotions, and kind of process our inner inbox, then we can make sure that we're operating in integrity and that where our actions come from is actually our own desires and our own wishes.
So true. That is so true. What
Yeah.
brought you to do what you do? What was your story like?
So I had a challenging childhood because, that's what life gives us. And so I had to kind of unwind myself from that. I went to university in Calgary, studied sociology and psychology, and then I went abroad and I ended up in South Korea teaching English. And then in Thailand, I finally got to relax and I sat on a beautiful beach and lived there for 8 months. And that was really the reset point in my life. And that was where I began to listen again to my inner voice. And then I began to travel more. I went to Norway, lived there, came back to Ontario and Canada, and then moved to Vancouver. So I've always kind of been exploring environments as well as exploring my inner world. And I don't have kids. So it's easier for me to take that time. And so I do some of that work and then I share it with everyone so that, people who don't have the time that I have, they can benefit from the work I've done and hopefully speed them along their own path to getting this kind of peace and calmness in their lives.
Hmm. I love that. Yeah. And I love how considerate you're being, that not everyone has the time and not everyone has those opportunities. I love
Mm-hmm.
that being very conscious of that. So
Thank you.
how do you work with people? You work with people online, you work with people one-on-one?
So I started in 2009 taking private clients doing energy work and emotional work. And I've just carried on and I do in person and I also do online and I also do home clearing as well. So I'm offering something now called the Home Renewal Project, which is basically energy work for the home.
Yes, my friend needs that. I was dog sitting at her house a few weeks back, and
Mm-hmm.
her house is so beautiful. It's so well decorated and it's such a nice neighborhood. But I had three nightmares in that house within 5 days.
Wow. Yeah, that's definitely a
Yeah.
sign that there's some unrest there, and it won't go away unless it's addressed. It's a sign, it's a symptom of something going on, something deeper that needs clearing and releasing.
Mm. And
Mhm.
as you know, I mean, our land is built on indigenous land, and I felt like that was the issue, like the land, the location itself is actually maybe taken from people that it shouldn't have been taken from. And
Yes, there
it
is
just
a lot of
feel
that.
all of that. Yeah.
Mhm. And oftentimes, you know, the builders start without blessing the land, without asking for permission, without respecting the history of the land. And that's what causes the energy imbalance. And that will continue to resonate until that is cleared. So it's
That's
definitely something
beautiful. I'm getting shivers.
that.
I love it. I love
Mhm.
it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, I think people should. So can you do that remote or does it have to be in person then?
No, I can do it remotely as well. So it just involves, you know, tuning into, you know, your inner mind, your imagination, and then, you know, being sensitive to the energy. So I do the same thing when I'm in person with a client. It's a sense of deep listening. And so that can be done anywhere.
I'm gonna send her this interview. I love it. I love it.
Definitely.
And so what other methods do you offer? Like what should the people that are watching are wondering, like, oh, I want to work with Cassandra. Like, what is it that they would reach out to you for?
So typically people reach out to me because they're having some kind of block in their lives with it's a relationship or a life issue. They feel stuck or just kind of cycling in the same vein for a period of time. And that's a sign that you need help. You need to kind of step outside of your routine and reach out for help. And so I help people to kind of take a bird's eye view and have a look down and see what the elements are that can be changed. And oftentimes just having someone look at things with you in a expansive way adds light to the problem and can alleviate some of the friction and the inconsistencies. But when you work with someone like me, because I've got this resonance and I've got this depth of being, there's more power added to the work that we do together. And so things happen more resoundingly, the shifts happen more resolutely. And so it's like hitting the gas pedal more on what your inner work. So the Home Renewal Project is an offering that we have right now at the Oracle Realm, which I'm the founder of, and also my book Sublime Surroundings, which is about the 8 months I spent in Thailand. So anyone who comes to the website, they'll be able to see both offerings. And if they want to have a personal journey, they can get the book Sublime Surroundings. And if they want to work with me personally, we're offering the Home Renewal Project right now.
Beautiful. I love it. Oh, I love all of it. Oh my goodness. One question I always ask everyone is, what is one conscious love to you?
So definitely one conscious love is existing on the planet. It is omnipresent and it is benevolent. And so when we tune into love, you can feel that there's that acceptance there and there's that reverence there and that really nice feeling. And I think it's always there, just like a hum in the background. And we have to just, you know, draw our perspective to it, resonate with it, spend time focusing on it, and then we will feel that more and we will experience that more. But I think it's always kind of holding us together. It's holding us together as a tribe, I think, on earth.
I love that. So well said. Anything you want to share with everyone watching?
Well, I just want to say that, you know, it definitely comes down to, you know, what you're focusing on and what you put your energy toward. Anything that you focus on expands. And there are so many distractions these days, and we all get pulled into different directions. And I think, you know, sometimes it can be too much for us. We overload our systems and maybe we feel like shutting down because it's just too much. So I think we have to kind of draw boundaries and parameters around our intake and be a little bit more discerning as a gatekeeper into what we allow into our consciousness, into our energy field, and what we focus on, and giving ourselves that chance and that breath by focusing on nature, by focusing on love, and all of the things that we know in our minds are good for us. I think spending more time paying attention to those things instead of the distracting chaos and noise on the other side is going to help all of us to feel better. And I think that's really important.
That's so beautiful. Thank you so much, Cassandra. We'll definitely put all your links in the comments so it's easy for people to find you. Thank you
Definitely.
for your time.
You're so welcome. Thank you so much, Melanie.
Thank you everyone for watching. We'll see you very soon.